He's the owner of a gorgeous yellow Lamborghini Gallardo, which is gated, by the way. Hello everyone, my name is Tigran, and joining me today we have Dominic. He's the owner of a gorgeous yellow Lamborghini Gallardo, which is gated, by the way. It's finished in Giallo Claris, I think that's how you say it. So I'd like to say a huge thank you to you for welcoming us into your home and allowing us to do the interview.
You are more than welcome.
I was wondering if you could introduce yourself a bit to the audience, maybe tell them a bit about who you are, where you grew up, you know, what kind of motivated you to go out and purchase a car like this.
So, my name is Dominic, I'm 32 years old. I raised up in Germany, and in 2018, I think, I went to Cyprus because I love the island. I always wanted to live on an island. I love the sun. Germany is too much rainy, and also we have a little bit less tax than in Germany, which motivated me a little bit. Since I'm a small boy, I collected cars like these ones, for example. I had like too many, and I think already with the age of 3, 4, or 5, I could name you like every fucking car, like everything. And I always wanted to have a Ferrari F40 when I was super small, but when I grew a little bit more, I changed to Lamborghini. And my favorite cars is Diablo, Murcielago, and the Gallardo is like a small version of it, but I always wanted to have a Lamborghini. And since then, I don't know, it just motivated me. It was like a childhood dream.
Would you say like the Gallardo now is like your car, but you want to level up at some point?
Of course, I always want to level up, you know, it's never finished. Yeah. I mean, if it's finished, I'm gonna lie down a little bit lower than now. So I think this is when the motivation finishes, because I always want to level up. I mean, I'm always happy with what I have. I love this car, I enjoy it every day. Just, I think a couple of days ago, it's already 2 years that I have it. I didn't even see it coming so fast that it's 2 years, but I love it every day I drive it. But I want to have more, of course.
I mean, time passes fast,
yes,
you know?
Exactly.
So, could you tell us a little bit about what you do?
Yeah.
It's comfortable for you.
No, it's very uncomfortable. No, of course, no problem. So in 2018, I made a real estate business. Actually, I started business in 2011. I was in financing, like finance stuff. I got fucked up so hard all the time. I was broke since I think like 8, 9 years. So only in 2020, I could make it happen to get money out of real estate. When I moved to Cyprus in 2018, I had 50,000 minus, I think, something like that. But I still went from Germany to here, and I made a new beginning, a new start, and I worked with real estate. So first I was like an agent, and then I bought it myself. I made it like finished, and I sold it. But 1 year ago, it doesn't make me happy, this real estate anymore, because I love to work with people, and we got so much like law and restrictions and paperwork and all this shit, and it make me like boring, because I'm a type of guy, I need to work with people, and people come to me, they saw that I have a vision, I worked with them, I like encouraged them, I motivated them, and they got better, they earned more money, they had a better life, and they trusted themselves more, something like this. And I say, okay, fuck it, I don't like real estate anymore. I mean, just as an investment, it's nothing emotional. And I said myself, okay, I'm gonna like coach people. I'm gonna make mentoring with people. And this is how I founded my academy, Best of Me, which I also wrote here or here. I don't know where.
Yeah, it's
here.
there.
Yes, Best of Me. I didn't see it from here.
And your tattoos are very nice.
Thank you.
Do you mind telling us a little bit about inspired you to get them?
Sure. So we can start from this one here. It's called Vision. I think it's kind of self-explaining. Yeah. It's just the vision. I always had vision. I love vision. This one is I am free. This is one of my main goals in life. I got it drunk in Cuba for $30. They ripped me off. So I was drunk in Cuba. I made this one. This was actually my first one. Then I think I made this one here. This is like a clock, but it's, I would say, like it's exploding. Yeah. It's like bumping out. It has a little bit the meaning that time is like maybe an illusion, not real. Here I have this swipe. It's from the movie Interstellar. I don't know if you know it.
Yeah.
Interstellar, and here's this small spaceship. And then I have another one. It's like up down here. if you can see it. This is an eye, also with the clock. I like a little bit this time kind of stuff. And the other one is on my leg. I don't know if you can show it here. Maybe
maybe we can get it showed.
Maybe later, yeah. So I have a Lamborghini on my leg, Huracan Performante, which is also one of my dream cars. My birthday, maybe that I don't forget it. Maybe sometime I will forget it. I can check here. And some songs which, went with me through my life, which are important for me. I put them down here.
Would you say that your tattoos are a reflection of yourself, maybe your personality?
Of course, yes. I will do more, but the next idea what I have is the number 11. I want to put the number 11, but I don't know where. Maybe somewhere here or something. We will see.
So, your best of me, your academy, you kind of teach people how to become the best version of themselves. And every day we see you posting, fitness and health on your Instagram. Would you say that, health in general has an impact on you as a person? And what does it mean to you?
So this is very interesting that you say it, because I see a lot of quotes, I see a lot of videos from this kind of motivational trainers. They say, for example, in order to get rich or something, you need to wake up at 5 in the morning. This is stupid, because when I got money, I went to bed at 5 in the morning. I didn't care. I was like the most not caring person at all. But I think it has a very big impact about your real dopamine, what you get, with your happiness. Because you, especially as a man, you can find happiness through making things happen. So if you wake up early, for example, if you eat healthy, if you go over your limits every day again, you can create real dopamine, and this brings you happiness. So you don't have the space to get depressive, to get negative, or to get addicted to drugs or any kind of shit, because you are alive. Because thousands of years ago, we were made to hunt.
Yeah.
So we were made to train, we are made to run after things, to make things happen, to provide our families. And now you have everything after the morning. You wake up, you have breakfast, and you don't even appreciate your breakfast. You put it inside, it's like, okay, fucking breakfast, I don't care. But if you hunt before, really, sometimes maybe I make the baddest breakfast ever, but it tastes so fucking good because I did something before. Because I make 2 hours morning routine or something like that, and it just feels good. So I can advise to everyone, if you feel like doing it, just be a little bit more alive, do something, go out, and it will help you very, very big with your self-confidence, with your health and everything. Yeah.
And now we have a surge of the social media, everyone is on social media, the reels, the TikTok, it's taking over. How would you say that these social media platforms had an impact on you? Do you use them? Do you sometimes feel maybe you're kind of drawn into them too much?
Yes and no. You can use them for knowledge, let's say. You just need to see where can I get knowledge and where not. So what I explained with the dopamine, for example, is the problem. And actually, if you say the reels in TikTok, how they are made with these colors in the text. That people, every 2 seconds something needs to happen, because otherwise they will click away. Why they do it? Because they want dopamine. Not interesting, not interesting, not interesting, not interesting. Oh, interesting, I get dopamine. I go more, okay, I get dopamine. So the happiness will get fucked with this TikTok. If people don't understand how to use it, you can use it as a creator, so you don't check content all the time, but you make content. This is already one thing what you can do. Or you just be very specific in the time how to use it and what to watch it. For example, you see some videos of Andrew Tate, let's say, and you get motivated. Recently, I saw a video of Andrew Tate, and he say, make 500 push-ups. You have 3 options. Either you will be a pussy, you don't do it. Either you will stop at 200 or something, or you will make it, which is the 1%. So, and I was like, fuck, because you need to make a decision after you watch it, right? And I say, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. So I did it. So this is the things where you can use it for yourself, but you don't need to get drowned for it. You always need to be aware of what you do with your time. This is very important.
And for this, to use the reels positively, you need to have the right control over yourself, over your mind. How would you say one can develop that focus and control, so that when they see it, they can actually, take the information in rather than just scrolling endlessly?
So you can take control, I would say. I don't think you can really take control over it, but you can know how to use it if you want, if you know where you want to go, if you like really know where you want to go. Because if you are not like super clear about what is my goal, where I want to be in life, what I want to make, you also don't know what to watch. So what people do, they sit and they go through it until they find something interesting, let's say, but it's not really focused. If you know from before, like, this is where I want to be. For example, I want to teach people, I want to be built like Arnold Schwarzenegger, whatever, you know in which direction you can watch stuff to use, so you don't get distracted from everything. This is, I think, one of the biggest things. You really need to be clear about what you want.
Would you say that since you were young, you knew what you wanted, or you kind of grew up in those kind of thoughts, like the real estate, or maybe wanting a Lamborghini? Was that in your mind since you were young?
Wanting a Lamborghini, yes. Real estate, no, because in real estate there's not really emotion for me. So what is, I mean, if you ask like this, I would say important is the vision, that you have it. It doesn't mean if you know the vision, doesn't mean that you know how it will look. You could only have the vision like, I want to be successful, I want to be some person with impact on others. I don't know how it looks like. You know, I don't know how it looks like in reality, but you know that I want to. And then the universe will kind of lead you through there. You just need to be aware of what happens around you. Lambo I always knew, but real estate was just some tool, you know, which brought me to this. But it's not something what I said that was my like passion in life, you know.
So obviously you've had some good moments in your life, and probably a lot of good moments. Have you ever had times when you were maybe down, or like low times? And if so, like, what did you do to overcome those times?
Yeah. So good moments are only valuable when we have bad moments. Without a bad moment, you don't know that there's a good moment. I can give you an example. Today you lose 10,000 euro and you say like, fuck, I lost 10,000 euros, it's the baddest day ever. The next day you lose one leg. So the day before was not too bad, right? So the day before you were kind of happy, fuck 10,000 euro because you lost one leg, okay? I don't want that it happens to you, but just to imagine. We only want stuff what we don't have usually. We only want something which is in the future, in the past, or what someone else have, but we are never happy with what we have now. Only when something else happens, we understand, I was kind of happy before. So yes, there were bad times. I don't even call them bad times because they made me, like, they built my character. When you are like fucking low on the rock bottom, I like the word rock bottom. Eminem has one song which is called Rock Bottom. You know everything about you because there's nothing. What is the definition of your personality? There's no Lambo, there's no people, there's no parties, there's nothing. Only you at 3 in the night on your couch thinking, what the fuck I'm gonna do with my life. And if you have this, you can go really deep inside of you. You just need to learn to trust you and what you really want, and then you can develop from there. But I think everyone really has to go to these negative emotions and to accept it, right? So if you have these feelings, then you know what happiness really are, because everything in the universe is yin and yang. Everything is two sides. Without light, we don't have dark. Without the day, we don't have night. If there would only be a day and no night, you would not even know that there's a day. So everything is two sides.
Yeah. Okay, so we talked a little bit about the health. We talked a little bit about, you know, what you're into, who you are. Let's talk a little bit about the cars, you know. So, being a car enthusiast, obviously you've been to a lot of events, you attended some of our events, and you experienced a lot of unique experiences. What would you say are some of the most memorable experiences which you've had, maybe with your Gallardo or your C63?
I think the best moments are those with the kids. When they, I love these emotions, what they have, because for them it's like something like unreal is happening, you know? So I don't know, just like 2 days ago, I wanted to get a sandwich with my friend at Sorpas here in the street. I parked and there were like 6-7 kids and I let them sit inside like one after another, and one big dude. I didn't understand him because there were like 5 kids in a row and then some big ass dude. That was super funny, but I let him also sit inside. Anyway, those are the moments who are really nice because I see that the kids, they make some decisions inside, you know, they say like, this is real. And I can also do it because maybe they see me and they say like, fuck, this is just a normal guy like me. So they get motivated to also do it and to set it and to accept it as a like existing goal. Not to say like, I'm never gonna make it. I think this is the best about it, like giving something back to the people.
Did you ever have an experience like this when you were younger, maybe at a car show? No?
No, never. This is why I do it.
Ah, okay. That's good. And I saw that, on Facebook and Instagram, a long time ago, you were posting Honda.
Yeah.
What's it like coming from the Honda now to a Lamborghini?
There's some story like in between. Like, look, when you're very young, your vision is high. You don't understand the logic. You don't think like, this car is like this and this amount of money, how I'm gonna do it. Only after you grow up, after you install all these logical patterns in your brain, your goals, they get lower, because you think, okay, me, for example, I learned in the car as a car mechanic. We have this like education 3 years. I earned 550 euro per month or something, and then you think like, okay, how the fuck this should work, It's not gonna work. So your goals, they go a little bit down. Then I got the Honda Civic. I think I got it like for 3,000 euro. It was a Honda Civic Coupe turbo, because one of my friends, he's married now to my sister. They have a child, and he gave it to me for very cheap, and I would drive it. Like 300 horsepower in this, but I couldn't afford nothing. Like all my money went into the gas, and only after I just realized like this is not my life. There's more for me, And I think a lot of people have this. They have a life and they think like something is more what I can achieve. And I slowly started going back to the idea of when I was a child to achieve this. And I love Honda. I still love it. I had one Honda Civic still in Germany. So even when I had the Gallardo, when I went to Germany, I drive with the 500 euro Honda Civic, 400 kilometers on the highway. I don't give a shit. I still like it. It like brings me down to earth. I appreciate it a lot. But I'm very thankful that I made it to that. So I'm always aware of what I have, and I'm super thankful. I don't say like I have a Lambo now, a Honda Civic is something. No. Even on the car meets, I go to the Honda Civics. We have this Integras. Which is very rare in Germany, and I like to see them. I love it, so it's very nice.
So obviously you have a passion for cars. Are there any other passions or maybe hobbies which you do in your free time?
I really love to work with people. I mean, it's not only my business. I love to do it, and I did it all my life because I can see the people's abilities before they can do it, and I trust those abilities more than they do, so I can like support them to bring it out. This is one thing I really love, and when I do it, they get this like fire in the eyes, this sparkling. I love this part. And also I like to make music. Okay, I didn't do it for like 1 year, but I still like to do it. Electronic music, and I like to go over my limits from now, like physically also. I started like 5-6 months ago, really with like, I don't know, like just being more healthy, being more active, and I love to do that. It really makes me happy.
That's good. So I think that's about all the questions we have prepared. Thank you for sharing your time and your incredible insights.
Sure, thank you also.
Before we wrap up, do you have any maybe final advice or like a message that you'd like to share to maybe the younger kids or the audience watching?
Yeah, actually I got this question, I got it asked yesterday from a good friend. What would be your number one advice? And I think I always say the same, is trust your intuition. This is the main part. Because when I was younger, everyone has it. Everyone has it, this like ideas, visions, dreams. But then your logical part, because we have two voices in our head, your logical part says like, nah, you are too small, you are too fat, you have too less money, you are too stupid, whatever. This is like the logical part. But this visionary part, this you should trust. Doesn't matter what the logic says, just go after it, because you will experience a fucking good life if you do it. And I didn't do it for a long time. So I would advise this to everyone. Just listen to it and accept this logical part as a, let's say, like part of you, which just says like, hey man, whatever you do, be careful, but don't let it run your whole system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that concludes today's episode.
Nice.
A huge thank you to you.
Thank you also.
And everyone needs to stay tuned for episode 2.